The Business Connect Operator Desktop is easy to learn, easy to use, and makes call handling very simple. The Operator Desktop's intuitive user interface means minimal training required and includes features that allow you to prioritize call types, see presence information, and keep up with a high volume of call traffic. Operators may click on the client icon on their desktop and use a personal login and password to open the desktop application. It's also possible to use Windows authentication and have the desktop start automatically. The desktop is divided into logical windows with the queue at the top displaying all calls waiting to be answered. The longest waiting call is always at the top and shows how long each call has been waiting along with the caller ID and name if it matches a record in the directory. The first tab is for all calls in queue, and you can easily see if it's an external or internal call by glancing at the type field. There's also a separate tab if operators need to answer one type of call over another. For example, if it's more important to answer external callers before employees or internal calls, just switch to the External tab and answer external calls first. Don't forget about the internal calls, they still need assistance. There's more than one way to answer calls from the queue. Clicking on the longest waiting call icon in the talk zone will automatically put the longest waiting call from the queue in the talk zone to be answered. Double-clicking on the call or dragging it into the talk zone will also work, and of course there are also shortcut keys for repetitive functions. The administrator might program the system so that operators may answer calls out of order from anywhere in the queue, or force calls to be answered in the order they arrived. Let me show you how it works. I'll use the longest waiting call icon to grab the call at the top of the queue. The easiest way to answer a call once it's been selected from the queue is to click on this green answer icon, or just pick up the handset of the phone while it's ringing. The caller would like to be transferred to Donna Winters. The operator simply starts typing Donna's name. There's no need to use the mouse and place the cursor in the directory. This happens automatically as soon as the operator starts typing. The more letters typed, the closer the match. Since there's only one Donna in the directory, as soon as her name is highlighted, hit enter and the transfer begins. While the call is in the hold transfer zone waiting for Donna to answer, operators may continue to answer calls in queue. Once a call is active in the talk zone, the call control buttons in the talk zone become active and offer the operators the icons available based on the state of the call. For example, now the answer icon is grayed out, and the active icons are hang up, transfer, park, and record. The record option is licensed and allows operators to record snippets of calls that are saved on their desktop only. If the record module is not licensed, operators will not even see the icon as an option. Additionally, if you require all calls to be automatically recorded and stored on a separate server with access rights, there are other recording options available. The operator may also park calls and continue to answer other calls in the queue. In the window on the right is a list of other operators that displays their current state. The real-time statistics displays at the bottom of the operator's window. This shows operators how many calls are waiting in queue, how long the longest waiting call has been in queue, how many operators are available to answer calls, how many calls have been answered so far today, and the service level. Let me show you a couple more ways to transfer calls. The caller is asked to be transferred to extension 3975. Just type the extension in the number field and hit enter or use the blue transfer icon. A great feature of the number field is that it retains the last 5 numbers entered. The operator navigation tools are located at the top of the desktop. The coffee cup is for breaks, and boy do I need one. The wrench is for personal settings for each operator, which include an auto run setting, ring, and view options, along with the groups each operator wants to view. This is for a list of missed, answered, and last dialed calls. So easy to click on or drag a call to the talk zone to return a call. The next icon is used to display groups or departments within the company. The groups themselves are set up by the administrator, but each operator may choose up to 30 different groups to view at any time. This makes it nice to see who else is in a group and view everyone's present status. The record icon lists all of the calls recorded with a playback toolbar. There's a list for personal contacts created by each operator for the people and numbers they call most frequently. And back to where we started, the operator group. Let's answer a couple more calls so you can see one more time just how easy the desktop is to use. The park icon is flashing. Remember, I parked a call earlier. The system default is set to flash at 30 seconds. Opening the park queue shows one call parked by me and a call parked by another operator. I can answer both, as can other operators answer my park calls. I'll answer my park call and put it on hold to ask a question. An operator can place a caller on hold to make another call. When this happens, the swap icon becomes active and the calls may be switched back and forth. As soon as either one of the calls is disconnected, the other call will automatically be back in the active talk zone, making it so easy for the operator. Remember the call I transferred to Donna? Well, it came back and is now in the fallback queue. Now I see that Donna is out of the office and suggests sending her calls to Rod. Finally, operators may be needed as agents or vice versa. Changing modes from operator to agent and back is a simple operation. Click the down arrow in the toolbar next to the current operating mode and select the agent role from the drop-down menu. If an operator logs out during a call, the desktop closes, but the call remains connected. In summary, the Business Connect operator is an intuitive user interface that is easy to learn and easy to use. Operators have a visual queue for different call types. Setup allows operators to either answer calls from anywhere in the queue or always answer the longest waiting call first. Use the phone or the desktop with drag and drop or point and click to answer calls. Park, transfer, hold, and swap calls back and forth with ease. View call history and also use the company directory or predefined groups for easy transferring. Need more information? Have a question? Or would you like a full in-depth demonstration? Contact your NEC account representative or send us an email at necfocus@necam.com.